These are 10 game-changing smokes that you need to know for Anubis. We're going to start off with to smoke off B fully. So you want to come over to B site and you want to come look at this gutter and you want to get stuck into this wall outside B site when you're on T side. And then what we want to do is we first want to smoke the left-hand side. So you can see this crack on the wall. You just want to aim at where the crack connects. And that's going to go all the way up and that's going to bounce and that's going to smoke this passage over here. Then what you want to do over here is you want to then look for the second pillar. Basically just go to the top of it and left click. That's going to go all the way up. That's going to then bounce and that's going to go in. And then if I just zoom in here, you can see there's a piece of dirt. You left click there. And that one will go over here. And that will bounce for anyone that comes from connector. And if we go back and do that first smoke over there, you can see like so, the entire area gets smoked off over there. And the smoke also smokes off over here if anyone is coming from connector and coming in to B site. Now what if you want to smoke A site? Well, it all starts over here from the upper area over here. You want to come into this wall and you just want to line up with the wall. And very, very simply, you can see there's 3 dots over here. Go in the middle one and then just aim at the top of this ledge just over here. So that dot just comes straight down, aim at the ledge. Now that's going to go in and that's going to smoke that area over there. Then you want to jump down, get stuck in this corner over here. And then for the heaven smoke, just aim between these two and do a jump throw. That's it. And that way when you go and you clear sight, you're going to have heaven smoke. It will smoke off fully. And then you are going to have the entrance on walkway smoked off as well. And that is the easiest smokes you can do for A site. Now to smoke off mid from T spawn is very easy. These 2 pillars, you come to the one on this side and you want to get stuck into this corner over here. Now the first smoke is very easy. You literally just follow this building like so and you do a left click jump throw. That's going to go all the way up and that's just going to go to the bridge passageway through mid like so. And if you want to smoke doors, it's even simpler. You see this window here, stay on the left hand side and just line up with the right hand side of this building. So up till you meet and then you just do a left click jump throw. Doesn't have to be too exact. And then you're going to get the smoke for doors like so. Then you combine that with this one over here. That's going to go all the way up. Gonna bounce through. And that way while your teammate is pushing through, they will have mid smoked off. They can push up through mid and doors will be smoked as well very easily. And that is how from T-spawn you can smoke mid and up to mid doors. Now if you want to smoke connector or E-box, very simple. You come to the exact same spot again and you look at this pillar just sticking out. And you just basically want to go just roughly in the middle, do a left click jump throw. That's going to go over. That's going to bounce off the wall. And that's going to go straight into connector. So let's say, for example, you're going down. Then all you have to worry about is this angle over here. And you'll have the AWP angle smoked off. And the beautiful thing with this one as well is it extends out. And it stops people from boosting. And you can't even jump peek if you want to get some information. So fully smokes off this area. Now from CT's side, you could smoke water very easily. We all know the instant smoke over here. But you can also come into this corner and then aim at this corner and do a left click jump throw. And that's going to be the exact same thing. That's going to go all the way. That's going to bounce. And that would be an instant water smoke as well. So if you haven't got the line up straight away to do it, you can just back up in here and just do a left click jump throw. And that will go every single time to block off the water side and water passage. And from the same spot, you can also smoke B gates. You can see there's a bit of dirt, a little bit of fracture in the wall over here, and you can see this little line. You basically just want to line up roughly in a bit to the right hand side and then do a left click jump throw. That's going to then go all the way around. That's going to then bounce, and then that's going to go through like so. It's kind of like instant smoke. It is kind of hard to get, but once you get it, it's very, very easy. So once you get the line up, it goes all the way up. It then bounces above. And then it straight away blocks off B gates. And you can see very easily it smokes it. But it does get some time to perfect this smoke. And from that very same spot, the exact same one this time, you look over here and let's say you're anticipating that there's going to be some sort of an A rush, you can just go and do the bounce smoke. It will go all the way down and then it will drop all the way towards A from water. So if you're coming up like so, it will come and smoke it off all the way. And if you want to smoke mid, the final one, you just come into the exact same corner again. And this one's very easy. You just basically want to aim up from here straight away and you want to be in line with the building. It doesn't have to be too precise. And the reason you have to be too precise is because it goes up and you can see, look, you can go to the left, it can go to the right. It's not too much of an issue. And this is a perfect smoke if you are battling mid. And as you can see, it smokes off mid completely. And it allows you to drop down. If you want, you can throw a flash and flash yourself in and enter. Remember, it's very easy to throw. You don't have to be too precise either. You just go roughly in the middle over here. The most important thing is that building. Look, I'm just going to mistime the aiming this time. And you can see the exact same thing again, is it lands perfectly exactly where you want it to go. And that way, if you then go up through mid, through doors, you can get mid control very easily. That is the top 10 smokes for Anubis. Make sure you subscribe for more content and more maps like this on my channel. Thanks for watching.